December 8th, 2025. Weekly horoscope by Marie Moore. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. My monthly horoscopes are already up. So if you want to check that out while you're waiting for your rising or your sun sign, feel free to check that out. They're free. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Monday and Tuesday, I'll be on my membership page as well doing my readings. So they're basically just general taroscopes for the individual person. So be sure to check that out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has and hyped me up. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get on those algorithms. I want to grow. So right now I'm at 4,871 subscribers. So thank you for everybody for liking, subscribing, and sharing. So on the 8th, the Earth moves into the sign of Gemini in the 11th house of friendship, networks, and goals. Poor judgment in acting on pranks or practical joke is more likely at this time, so you may take your play a little bit too far and then it ends up in fighting. Or maybe somebody doesn't want to fight with you or play with you and you're not reading into those social cues, especially with Taurus, Scorpio, or Pisces at this time with this energy. So you could be pissing off those people here as well, because they may not want to play, or even Sagittarius, they may not want to play rough with you. You know how y'all get, especially my male Leos. They may not want to play and they want to just kind of like, you know, they play differently from you guys. You guys play a lot. You guys, it's like they play chess, you play dodgeball. Okay, they play games, you want to wrestle. It's like, oh my God, like back the hell off, you know. So it's like you got to realize that not all people want to play like that. Okay. I'm drinking my beet juice. I'm in my beet juice mood. So anyways, so that could be happening at this time. You can be, certain family members can be trying to reconnect with you because you have something that they want. So don't be surprised if like family members you haven't spoken to in like several months start reaching out to you because they want something from you, like watching their kids, fixing things around their home, that kind of thing. This could also be them trying to get you back in their life because they realize that you did a lot for them. All right. You may want to pass up social invitations because of the potential strings attached. New alliances formed now may be unhealthy for your career down the road. You may prefer solitude. You may prefer solitude or a few relationships with others. I look like what? I look like a dude. All right. He's a pretty dude, so I'm not necessarily ugly. I guess if you put makeup on him, you got me. Oh, somebody's been to jail before. Spread them and cough, baby. Got my beet juice going. So anyways, thank you for coming on. Show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hi, Marma. So friends may seem more distant, or you're just keeping yourself to yourself still with this energy, because now we have the stellium in Sagittarius, so you can be a bit more by yourself or just spending more time with family rather than with friends during this time period. Hi. So anyways, then on the 9th, the North Node is squaring Venus in the 8th and 5th house. Not the easiest time for love or committed relationships or dealing with other family members, because you feel like a cat in a cage that wants to be let out. When it comes to relationships, this could be dealing with betrayals, infidelities here, or you could feel oppressed and stuck in your relationship and resenting your partner or other family members. So this could be breakups happening for some of you here. Then on the 10th at 7:23 a.m., Neptune goes direct here. as well in your 8th house. So this is you getting out of your funk. All right, the rose-colored glasses come back on, and life doesn't seem so hard anymore. You could relax a little bit more. Your finances could be good. You're delving more into spirituality. A good time for money to start to turn around this week for you as well. A significant tension between deeply held spiritual transformative ideals and practical realities of commitment, partnership, and creative self-expression is in the focus. This can manifest as profound confusion, and then need to dissolve outdated structures in your relationship or shared resources. Not the easiest time for love relationships this week. I feel like for some of you, this could be you trying to get out of certain arrangements with other people. Definitely feeling oppressed with your situations or obligations to others. You need to work on fighting for freedom in your relationship during this time. I'm not fighting, finding freedom in your relationships at this time, whether it be with work related situations or whether it be with love relationships. Okay, so you need to kind of like find what your little happy niche when it comes to certain relationships in your life. Alrighty. Is what I meant to say. So then on the 11th at 5:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Sagittarius in the 5th house. This is reconnecting with the X's, and the O's are coming back into your life and being more of the focus. Or this could be dealing with baby mama, baby daddy drama at this time, and they could be more of the focus during this time period. So I do see that coming up for some of you here. They could be reaching out to you. You could also be reaching out to them. Be careful about how you express yourself now. Communications may not come out as intended, or your speech may have multiple interpretations and double entendres. So not the best time for emails or text messages. So face-to-face conversations could be happening, or this could be you not really saying much because it's a situation here with the male Leos where they're trying to keep their cake and eat it too. So they're not necessarily giving you the answers that you want to hear, but they're playing some kind of games at this time. You know how you male Leos do, okay, with your non-opening up, but then at the same time, you still want to keep this situation going between you and this other person. You see, so it's not necessarily like you're saying no, but you're also not saying yes to the situation, which leaves the other person pissed off and confused. But for some of you, it's pissed off and confused, yes, but this person still stays because you didn't necessarily say yes, you didn't necessarily say no. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like that question that people say, especially women, that question that goes, oh, so do you want to break up? It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. And it's like, wow, so you do want to break up with me. I didn't say that. You said that. Okay. Those questions. So be careful with them games. Anyways, on the 12th, being with people reminds you of responsibilities that you share with them. Although joy is subdued, you feel better about certain duties that you must perform. Doing necessary but unwanted tasks, it can even be fun. Be selective in the company you choose. Focus on friendships that matter. Sometimes being alone to pursue singular pleasure is your preference. Use this time to engage in one thing or one person that you like, and be content to dispense the rest with the rest, at least for right now. Hi, show your love and support to your girl Marie. Those of you who are on, I would really love to grow my channel. I want to grow my channel, so make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So far I have 1 like on here, so like, subscribe, and share. Right now I'm at 4,871 subscribers. Okay, and yeah, and my monthly horoscopes are up as well, so if you haven't checked that out, check it out. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. So the first card I come up with is the Magician card. This is on the 14th, the week of Hanukkah. So manifest, manifest, manifest. This is miracles and wonderments, your 9th house and your 8th house, and is direct now. So this is a beautiful time for sparks and miracles to be happening here as well. The Sun card, I see this being a popular energy time for you as well. All eyes are on you this week. You could be the doll baby at work, so there could be like lots of talks of future coming up for you as well with this energy. So I do see that. the Five of Cups. This could also end up being missed opportunities here. So I would be really careful with your words this week and how you word things. I don't know if you're trying to be non-committal with everybody, even with people at work or with certain opportunities, but this could also be missed opportunities coming up. I feel like some of you play games. I don't know why, but I feel like we're playing games this week with our opportunities. We're playing games with our love life at this time. With this energy here, we're not trying to commit ourselves to anybody or anything at this time. So some of you, this could be missed opportunities here, alrighty? The Nine of Swords. Ooh, I feel like, not the easiest energy time for you. You are dealing with a lot of obstacles here. So I would be very careful with this energy as well, or other people may not be wanting the best for you. Be careful with other people talking you out of your money. Be careful with scam artists at this time. You could be super gullible at this time with this energy. You could also be catfish out of your money, or somebody could be using you for your money as well. This could also be dealing with anxieties here, or feeling very overwhelmed because you are receiving love. You are receiving, and instead of taking, you're kind of like overthinking, overanalyzing about the goodness that's coming into your life. You're almost like your own little saboteur at this time, and you want to sabotage your good energy here rather than take them. Did I tell you that Leo is also in their Saturn Dasha? So this is not the best time to like sit there and like miss these opportunities, because 4 years from now, 5 years from now, you're going to look back at these opportunities and you're going to be like, but those of you in your 50s and 60s, don't worry about it. It's a different conversation. You're not in your Saturn Dasha. Those of you in your 20s and like probably in your 30s, you're in your Saturn Dasha, okay? So we're dealing with two different types of Leos, because those of you in your 50s and stuff, you're gonna find you're thriving and stuff, and then those of you in your 20s and 30s, you're like suffering, okay? So whatever beautiful things are happening to you, manifestations are happening to you right now, you need to jump on that, okay? Because when Neptune and Saturn move back in the 9th house, you're going to find like a lot of your situations are going to change, okay? So this is not the time to like, ignore the ethers or ignore the blessings and things being handed to you. This is anxieties happening here. This is feeling not knowing what is real, what is not. This is, but also, I feel like when Neptune goes direct, there's a lot of clarity coming up for you this week as well, epiphanies and realizations. So this could be like disillusionments happening for you as well with this energy here, or things that were once upon a time confusing and not made clear to you are going to be made clear to you this week with this energy. So there's a lot of clarity coming in this week. The Eight of Coins, you can be throwing yourself into your work. You could be a perfectionist when it comes to work. Some of you could be going back to school or taking your schooling very seriously. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. Yeah. So for some of you here, this could be focusing on your career aspirations at this time, being a bit more tenacious when it comes to career. The devil is in the details here. Okay. You could be very methodical this week when it comes to your work, or very much the perfectionist, or just very detailed oriented, to the point that wherever you were supposed to working on, you just started another task for yourself, and it's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, I didn't ask for you to do that, and I didn't know that needed to be done, but okay, that's the next task, kind of thing, but that's not what I asked you for right now. So I would be careful with how much you do. Help me grow. Right now I'm at 4,871 subscribers. So, the devil's in the details at this time. So you can be overthinking or overanalyzing a situation, or making it a lot more complicated than it really is, okay? The Three of Wands, I feel like this is a great time for business picking up here with this energy, but I would be again careful with the details. I think that you're over analyzing or over complicating a business idea or a project that you want to do and making it too detailed oriented. You know, it's like you're telling a story, not giving instructions. You know, it's like that. It's like that. You're not giving instructions. Okay. So this is a great time for those of you who are writers, but you may have a little bit of laziness here as well. So some of you, it could be difficult for school or anything, monotony at this time. I do see creativity and a creative project coming up for some of you here with this energy. The Ace of Wands, taking creative risk, a new phase in your life is coming up during this time period as well. So I do see that happening for some of you. The Tower card does talk of traveling here as well. Some of you, you may not have been getting along with live-in relationships, but or like even roommates and things like that, or those of you in college may not have been getting along with your college roommate. I feel like that's gonna stop, and then you two are gonna start to get along again. Okay, you two are gonna make amends. Just give it 2 weeks and you two will make amends again. So it's not a forever thing. You're dealing with like a lot of anxiety or stressing yourself out or overthinking about the things that you can't control. You're very much in your head still with the planets in Scorpio. You love those planets. You love that fourth house. So for some of you here, this could be disappointing career moves at this time with this energy here. So be careful where you move or how you move at this time. Alrighty. The Page of Swords. Other people could be watching you during this time period or watching you way too closely. So you may have anxiety over that and people watching you too closely. Also, there could be some rumors at this time going on. You know, let people talk. I wouldn't get involved in the gossip at this time, and I wouldn't go defending yourself at this time, because this is not the best time to be listening to the rumors, because it's like there is truth in jest, but at the same time, it's rumors, it's just talk, and it's during Sagittarius season, okay? So I wouldn't really, I'd be like blah, 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 because that's all it is blah, 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 you know? And then others may be impressed when they see that you don't care about the rumors and what's going on at this time with this energy here. Unless you're seeing it with your own eyes, then it must be true, right? So this is the beginning of change, or an upheaval in the thought process. So this could be like a lot of self-realizations and epiphanies that you could be overcoming here, and not listening to the rumors and the lies at this time with this energy here, or you acknowledging your own trust issues at this time with this energy here. So that could also be coming up. The Hermit card, endings and new beginnings could be happening for you as well. So I do see that. The Hierophant card, fate is definitely intervening. This is separation, loss, or sorrow that you could be dealing with. This could also be somebody at work quitting their job at this time with this energy here as well. And you could be missing your work friend or your work wife at this time with this energy, okay? For some of you, this could be on the job training happening. So I do see some kind of mentorship happening for you. I do see you learning new things at this time with this energy. I feel like, you know, for some of you here, you could be definitely taking online classes, or you could be self-taught with this energy as well. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind. Some of you, this could be thoughts of moving. This could be thoughts of going back to school or taking online classes here during this time period. You're not thinking logically about a situation, especially with money. So this could be like money worries happening here as well. So I would be really careful with money and your thoughts with money, because this is also the time period we're coming up on Saturday of Hanukkah, miracles and wonderment. So be careful with your money worries. This would be a great time to delve into the power of prayer now that Neptune is direct and the law of attraction here, okay? And manifest, manifest, manifest. The Page of Wands, I feel like for some of you here that there is a new love interest around you, and you two may have a lot in common here, okay? Or you two work in the same career field is what I'm picking up with this energy. So that's why you two have a lot in common. So this could be somebody at work that you two could be checking each other out at this time, okay? The Six of Coins, some of you, this is a time of destiny. Prayers being answered this week with this energy. So I do see that coming up for you. The Eight of Wands, traveling coming up for some of you here as well, and visiting family, creating your own reality at this time. Alrighty, the Three of Cups, I do feel like family and friends have a lot of influence over you, or when family calls you jump is what I'm picking up as well. So you can be more about your family life, you can be more focused on family and what family is doing at this time. So you could be traveling a little bit more than usual here. You can be more about your play and your social life during this time period. Be careful with the gossip here as well, because it leads to overthinking with this energy. The Knight of Wands, thank you, Dave. This is traveling coming up at this time for some of you. So I do see that. The High Priestess card, I do see a secret admirer here. So I feel like some of you may not know how to feel about this person, but I feel like you two may have a lot in common, more than you really know. So I do see that, okay? I do see some of you like very secretive, and you've been secretive for a very long time at this time, still secretive. Some of you could be in a third-party relationship, or you could be crushing on somebody here as well, and they could be in a marriage or a relationship, or you're checking somebody out at work at this time with this energy. The Star card, manifesting what you want during this time period, hope reigns supreme during this time. So I do see that coming up for some of you here as well. Alrighty, the Ten of Wands, taking on other people's responsibilities here, going into Captain Save-A-Ho mode with this energy. I do see some of you the focus on business at this time, lots of communications going on. You could be inspired by what other people are doing at this time, or you can have deep conversations with others, and it could be about how to make more money, and then one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, you either got a song or you got some kind of script going on at this time. So you know, this is a time to have conversations and connections with others, because others can be inspiring you to go into a direction. So if you had a hobby, this could be your hobby being turned into a business endeavor at this time. So I do see that. The Seven of Cups, I see lots of thoughts of future. So whatever conversation, you guys better get into your conversations and your brainstorming with other people, because you're going to get excited. You're going to get excited about the conversations that you're having with others. So either this is career, and they could be really talking to you about raise or promotion at this time, or giving you more responsibilities at work that could lead to a raise or a promotion. This could also be some of you getting paid to go back to school to take classes, but there's lots of talks of like future growth for you in regards to career. And then if this is not future growth, then this is you really excited, or getting excited about the conversations that you're having with other people in your life at this time. So I do see that. The Wheel of Fortune card, expect the unexpected. I feel like some of you, this is a great time for play. Some of you can be more invested in your play. You could be traveling, going to concerts, festivals, seeing the Christmas lights at this time with this energy, maybe traveling to Israel to see Hanukkah at this time and celebrate it down there. That'd be cool. So that could also be happening for some of you. So really special time for you in the Christmas year. Okay, the Three of Swords, some of you are really fighting with other people here. You may up and quit your job at this time because opportunities present themselves somewhere else to make more money. So you may squirrel and then jump onto something else. Others of you, be careful with your mouth. You could get kicked out of a relationship or kicked out of a group or organization during this time period as well, because you could be fighting with other people here with this energy, and everything is cause and effect. So be careful with your mouth, and be careful with what you say to others, because you could also very quickly burn your bridges off because of things that you say. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, I feel with this energy here, let me see, you're very creative at this time with this energy here. Okay, so I feel like you're very impulsive when it comes to new things that are coming up, and you're very quick to leave a situation, even a relationship. You're very quick to like leave, okay, and cut ties and disconnect and all that, you know, almost like instantly. I do see some of you, this is loneliness happening here, so be about bigger picture when it comes to relationships. Don't be so quick to burn your bridges. I feel also that, you know, some of you need to keep your feet planted with certain people, because all is not what it seems. Okay, you think you know, but you don't, okay? Others of you, this is problems with your children at this time. You could have some communication problems with your kids with this energy. You could be fighting with your kids in regards to control and stuff, and them not wanting to listen to you at this time, and them kind of like doing their own thing, or just literally ignoring you. All right. For some of you here, I feel like this is you like in the wrong career field at this time, and you feel like a disconnect in the career field that you're in. This could be like a chef that's a nurse, okay, and just feeling like I don't need to be in here or something like that, or just feeling like a real disconnect. Those of you, or some of you, could be thinking about switching your major because you feel like there's a disconnect with you and your major at this time with this energy here, but you could already be deep into it too. You know, it's always good to have like a license in something. So my thing is finish school, do your school, get your degree in whatever it is. Just get your degree, because that degree could take you to a lot of places, okay? And people are more willing to hire you if you have degrees. So get your degree, and then after that, you know, do what you want to do. And then, you know, like let's say if you start a business, you can always fall back on that degree, because with business there is going to be some periods where it's not going to do well, and then those are the times where you can always fall back on that degree. So you know, that could be your plan. All right, so be smart about things. Showing love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for everyone who has. I'm going on to Virgo now. Kisses. Mwah.